Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, 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 What's up, guys? It's your girl Shay Renee, and I am back again with another video. I know it's been a minute, so I'm so excited. Y'all know what it is: good times, good vibes. All right, so let's not waste no time. Let's get straight into the video. So this story time is going to be about the first time I ever got ghosted from someone. So I'm sure everyone's familiar with, the term ghosted, but if you're not, it's basically when somebody just disappears from you when you're in a relationship or in a situationship, and without no type of warning, they're just freaking gone. They just leave like a ghost and ignore you. Yeah, there we go, ghosted. That was my own little definition right there. So I know you're probably thinking, like, who would ghost an amazing person like you? Like, who would do such a thing? Why? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all who, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Well, actually, I don't know why, but let's just go ahead and get into the video. This story time takes me back to the 12th grade, my senior year of fucking high school. I know. So 2014. All right, so I had a best friend in high school, and I'll say her name because we're still friends to this day, and she's not gonna mind. So I had a best friend named Joss. Okay, so Joss was dating this guy. We gonna call this guy Frank. Okay, whoever the fuck Frank is. Okay, so Josh was like always trying to spend a little bit of time with Frank, but I'm like, Josh, don't be leaving me for Frank. But whatever. That's a whole different story time. But Frank was in the basketball team, right? So we would always go to like the basketball games. So this is when I first seen, we gonna call the ghoster Dante because Dante sound like a fuckboy name, okay? So boom. So this is when I seen Dante, and I'm like, damn. Dante was kind of cute. He was like tall, dark, like slim and handsome. Everybody knew who the fuck he was because he was the one shooting all the buckets, right? Through like passing periods, I would see Dante, and I'm like, we'll just hey. But we never really talked like that. Like it was just a little hey and oh, what's up, blah 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 blah. But we hung around the same people. You feel me? Because there was like a table at our school. It was like a table at our lunch period where we would all hang out. I hung out with the popular crew. Shit, we gonna say it like that, senior year, whatever. So he used to be at that table all the time. So I'm just like, whatever. So we end up like being cool. So one day I'm at home and I'm chilling and I'm on Instagram, and boom, I get a friend request on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, okay, who's this? I clicked it. Boom, it's that nigga Dante. I'm like, okay, Dante wanna follow me on Instagram. Dante wanna follow me on Instagram. I think it's like a couple minutes later, I get a DM. Boom, of course. Is Dante. Come on now. Why is not gonna be Dante? Of course it's gonna be Dante. So Dante in my inbox, and he's like, what's up? And we're just having like little conversations. I think we were talking on like Instagram for like a minute, I think like a week, but not like every single day or not like all day every day, but like here and there, right? And at school we would talk a little bit too, but just not as much, right? All right, so I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Okay, so boom, so he asked me for my number. He's like, text me so we don't gotta keep DMing each other on Instagram. For sure, boom, got Dante's number, bam. Now we're texting more throughout the day. Now we're seeing each other throughout the day. He's like during break or whatever, he's like, oh, where you at? And I'll like meet him for a second, we'll talk for a little bit, nothing like that. So one night we're flirting, and after school I had just like seen him. And then I went home, and then later on that night we're texting, and then like I'm just like, at this point I'm like, I like him, So he's texting me, and he said something to me like, you better not be talking to nobody else, or you better not be dealing with nobody else. And I'm like, no, I don't want nobody else. And he's like, what the fuck did he say to me? He was like, good, because you're mine. And I'm like, I'm yours. And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, well, maybe you should say it the right way so I can get the point, so I can get what you're saying, or something like that. I'm young. So he's like, well, I think we're getting to the next level. I want you to be my girl. And I'm like, okay, so you're asking me, you want me to be your girlfriend? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so we're official, boom. So I tell him something like, just don't screw me over. I don't want to be her. And he's like, I'll be dumb to do that. Well, Dante was a dumbass mother. So the next day at school, it's not a secret. People knowing well, it's kind of a secret. Anyways, I never really had a boyfriend, so I didn't know how that shit was supposed to go. Do we hang out at school more? Is you supposed to walk me to my classes? Like 3 days later, he has an away game. They have an away game, you know, away game out of the school. Boom. So Joss had a car. So she's like, let's go support our man and let's da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, let's go, you know. So our asses drive all the way to a motherfucking away game. I don't remember how far it was. I'm a senior in high school. What the fuck we doing going all the way to other schools to go support these niggas, right? We were basketball wise in fucking senior year, right? Like, that's just comedy. Okay, so we went to go support Dante and Frank. So they had lost. And I remember, like, Dante got the game ended, and he was, like, super sad or whatever. So me and Joss found him after the game, and they couldn't talk that long because they already had to get on the bus. So we're trying to hurry up and talking, and I'm like, you know, are you doing okay? Don't worry, you know, everyone, like, loses a game, and you did great, and, you know, just trying to be fucking supportive like a dumbass, right? So boom, that was that. So we left the away game, and he's texting me now on the bus, and he's like, you really made my day, or you really made my night, or some shit. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, like, I really wish I could do more. I felt so bad. Like, I was just so naive. But anyways, so he's like, you did everything, and you don't even know how much that meant to me. And I'm like, so now we back at school. Like, he would text me like the next day and shit. He'll text me during my break, but like, we weren't like that super fucking like affectionate in front of fucking everybody. I never had that shit, but he wasn't like, we weren't like that. So that's how I should have known, you feel me? Like, I be watching movies and I see couples holding books, walking to class, everybody turning their heads. It wasn't like that, you feel me? But here and there, like, he'll walk me to my class. Like, this is like my 4th day as his girlfriend, you feel me? And he gotta show some type of affection toward me, or like, it's bullshit, you know? So then Friday comes. He asked me out like a Monday. We were talking like a couple weeks before. Then he asked me out on Monday. Now it's like Friday. It's like the end of the week. Their away game was like on Wednesday. It was like midweek. Okay, so boom, you're getting like kind of a storyline. So now Friday comes and we're texting, and it's like after school. And he's like, dang, I really want to spend time with you. Like, I wish I could like hang out with you out of school and da 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 da. And I'm like, I know. So long story short, he talked me into like coming to go see him. My mom actually drops me off. It's like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. or something. I don't know. But it's kind of getting dark. So I go over there. Boom, it's my first time. It's our first time hanging out of school. And I go to his house. Like, bro invited me to his house. Now that I think about everything, now that I'm older, I'm like, bro, you didn't say let's meet at the movies. Let's go fucking out to eat. You're probably broke. That's why you want me to come to your fucking house. I'm at Dante's house. I walk in. I'm fucking shy. Like, I didn't hang out with plenty of guys like one-on-one. So I'm just like, you know, kind of nervous, right? I'm like, okay. So I walk in. Bruh, his mama and his brother's at the table. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm about to meet the family. Boom, he introduced me to his mom. But it's like a real quick, like, boom, intro. He didn't say this is my girlfriend or anything. He's like, oh, this is Shay. Whatever. I sat in there for like 2 minutes. Like, max. And then he's like, all right, come on. And I'm like, okay, like, shit, we're not gonna chill with the family? Like, what? So basically we go into his room. I know. Why, shit? Why would you go in his room? So anyways, I don't know. So I go in his room. He was playing a game at first. So he started playing his game again. And I'm like chilling on the bed. And I'm like, bro invited me over so he can play his game. So he's like, oh, you're more important than the game. So he finally turned the game off. And he like put something on. I don't remember what the hell he put on. So he comes on the bed with me. Well, he was sitting on the end of the bed playing the game in front of the TV. And I'm like on the back, like leaning on the headboard. And boom, so he comes back there to me. And we're like chit-chatting for a minute. Like, it was kind of cute. Like, I thought we was vibing, you know. I'm like, oh my God, he likes me. Y'all already know. So, you know, you feel me? You two hot people in the room and shit. The shit gonna happen. We didn't have sex, though. I was like 16, so I wasn't into that type of shit. We didn't do none of that. Nothing like in the areas, right? So we're like making out though, but it's like a hard make out. Now bro started sucking on my lip. At that time, I never had that shit. So I'm like,
what the fuck are you doing? Whoa! I
don't want to get you too wild up in it, cause he looks like the nigga that be fucking. You feel me? I ain't that bitch. I don't know what to do. You feel me? You come near me like that, I'm pineapples. You feel me? So yeah, I had to, you know, slow it down a little bit. Like, Don't do too much, you feel me? Chill out. Well, he kind of got the hint. So we were just chilling, we were cuddling, we were talking. Boom. So like, I was there for only like 2.5 hours maybe. My mom texted me like, hey, what's up? I'm like, come get me, mommy. She's like, all right, for sure. She's there in like 5 minutes. He walks me out to my mom. Rewind. When she dropped me off, he came out and was like, you know, I'm, what's his name again? I'm Dante. I'm supposed to say his real name. I'm Dante. And she's like, oh my God, nice to meet you. My mama don't play, but she was really sweet. So she was nice to him. She's like, he's cute. And I'm like, I know he is cute, whatever. So boom, we go in the house. And then when I leave, he comes back out again, you know, thank you for bringing her. He's texting me all night now. I'm thinking like, oh my God, we made it to a different part of our level or our relationship. Blah, 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 right? We went to sleep, woke up. I got a good morning text. I'm like, okay, you know, boom, good morning, good morning, good morning. Text him good morning. I think he texted me like 2 times after that and he just never replied back to me, right? And I'm like, okay, well maybe he's busy with his family, so I won't be like too, you know, extra. I think like 2 hours passed by, bro still didn't text me back. So I texted him again like, question mark. Bro still never texted me back. I'm sitting there like, but I'm like, he can't ignore me because we go to the same school. So I'm like, is everything okay with him? So I'm like a worried type. If someone's like, ignore, I'm not gonna think you're ignoring me because you want to. I'm gonna think something's going on, you know? Because who wants to ignore me? So I'm like worried about him. I was like, I hope he's okay, blah, 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 blah. He didn't post on IG or anything. So I'm like, what's going on with him? So next day comes. Now the weirdest fucking thing I would never forget was I went to school and my lip, like my bottom lip, it was like darker like the normal. It was like purple. But I didn't know because I was so like I was so, you know, what the fuck is that? So I was just like, it's cold outside. That's really what I'm thinking, like it's cold outside, right? So I'm like, whatever, that's Monday and I'm just like, I have to go see him. I have to make sure he's okay, right? I don't see bro, like I don't see bro. So I'm like, okay, I text him like, are you at school? Are you okay? Blah, blah, blah. And he's never texted me back. So I'm in class with Joss and Frank. And I think I asked them or something like, did you guys see Dante today? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, like, you know, like what? But like, I don't want to say anything in front of Frank because I don't want Frank to laugh at me. So I'm like trying to bring Joss to the side and I'm like telling Joss like, bro, like bro's not texting me. Like what the fuck? Like, why is he ignoring me? I didn't do anything to him. It's because I didn't have sex with him. I don't know, right? So then lunchtime, mind you, I told you guys, we sat at the same table together every day. So I'm at the table. I'm like, there's no way if he's at school that he's not going to be at this table because this is where we sit every single day, right? Boy, was I motherfucking wrong. We go to the table. I bring my food. Me and Joss is chilling. Bro's nowhere to be found. Like, literally, bro's not at the table. Dante, where are you? Why are you not at the table? Like, what the fuck? This is weird now. So now I'm texting him again, like, Dante, where you at? Why are you not, like, are you ignoring me? Like, now I'm like, okay, bro's ignoring me. And bro got me fucked up. I still had like that freaking, my lip was still purple because it was cold. So everyone's like, oh my gosh, what happened? What happened? And I'm just like, I don't know, like it's cold outside. Comes to find out, my friend's like, that's a hickey. And I'm like, a hickey? Like, what? I had a whole ass hickey on my fucking lip. Who does that? I never had that before. I looked crazy. So fucking embarrassing. So while I'm walking around with this fucking hickey on my lip, this boy ghosted me. Like, he's nowhere to be found. So I'm looking stupid. Where are you, Dante? Huh? I'm super like innocent. I'm like super sweet. And I'm like, what did I do to him? And I'm like, we need to go find him. This is me and Joss, right? I'm like, we need to go find him. Like, I don't get what I did, whatever. So y'all, why we go to like the back or whatever, and I see him, like, I fucking see Dante. And she's like, go over there. And I'm like, no. And then she's like, go over there. And I'm like, no. And he sees me. Bro sees me, right? And doesn't say nothing, doesn't come to me, doesn't wave to me or nothing. He just like turns around. But I know bro seen me because we made eye contact with each other. So I'm like, Dante got me up. So, you know, he was like talking to some boys, so I didn't want to like just go over there. And like we only were dating for like what, 6 days. So I didn't want to be all crazy either. Like, so I'm just like, okay, he wants some time. I'm just gonna give him his time. I told you I was too sweet because now the nigga trying to ghost me. I'm going, So I texted him like one more time, and I'm like, I think I waited till school was over, and then school ended. I got home, and I'm like, I wish you would just tell me what's up, or like if you didn't want to talk to me, just tell me. Like, why are you ignoring me? Bro still never texts me back. Dante just goes MIA on me. So I go back to school. Like, now we're broken up. It was only like day 7. We're broken up. Bro don't text me. I stopped texting him. I'm not gonna lie, the first like a couple of days, like maybe the first week, I was sad, right? Then so then there's like these two twins. But that girl was like, so I'm hearing that Dante's talking to the twin girl. And I'm like, Dante's doing what? Hold on. Dante's doing who? Whatever. So then I find out, like, everyone's like this rumor going in school, around school, that after practice, Dante went to the back of the school bleachers with the twin girl. I guess like she's, and I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I like wanted to fucking cry when they told me the story. Like, I was like, are you serious? They're like, yeah, like Dante's trying to do it with the girl, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you fucking bitch. Like, how could you? Like, not only do you ghost me, we go to the same school, then you have a sucking your dick behind the bleachers. Like, when he ghosted me at school, he deleted me off of fucking everything. So I didn't even get a chance to delete him. He deleted me off of everything. Like, we only had each other on Snapchat and Instagram. I think it was only popping at the time. Blocked me. So I'm like, that's why I kind of got the hint too. Like, okay, he's done with me. That is so embarrassing. How dare you ghost me? Now, and to end it off, like 2 years later, maybe a year, like 2 years later, I'm working at Macy's. Oh, it's a whole nother story time. And I'm like right at the front door because I was like at this customer service desk. And guess who the fuck I see walking through the door? Dante ass walking through the fucking door. He sees me, I see him, and I'm just like, bruh. Behind him, guess who? A new woman and a baby. Like, what? Like 20 minutes later, guess who comes to my line, bro? Wifey. Boom. Thank you. Have a good day. Walk away. He looks at me one time. I looked away. Never seen him again. Never talked to him. He still never apologized. He just ghosted me. We went to the same school and bro ghosted me. But yeah, that was the last I heard of Dante. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and hit the subscribe button. Leave some comments below if you have any other topics or if you thought this shit was funny. Let me know what you think. First time I got ghosted. Alright guys, well I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks again. Bye!